Yeah, this lore is actually gonna be mostly anime, no joke. This isn't gonna be too much, but it's gonna be good. So let's get this started. Let's get this started. All right. An American one has no girl. At least in the European one, they kept a female face visible. You know, at least they kept the core concept of the game. There's a girl. There's a mech. But this is. I like this one because it reminds a lot of Ranma characters, mostly Akane without hair. I feel it's a lot of Rumiko Takahashi inspiration, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. At any rate, let's get this started right now. Alright, so I wrote up my piece as usual. All of this is gonna be on my website, hopefully later this year, but I'm gonna give you these OBS presentation for you. It's better than PowerPoint. So what do I have to say about this? Yeah, it's just rad. So Arrow Flash is a Mega Drive shmup published and commissioned by Sega for development by ITL. This company here. It released in Japan on the 20th of October 1990. That's my birthday. Retailing at 6,000 yen. So this game is actually exactly my age, but 1 year younger. So this video game is 28 years old. There, you get some goatee lore as well. It would come out in January 1991 in North America. This is the North American box art, published by Renovation there, while it would reach Europe in May with this box art. So it's interesting to see when a video game has 3 different box arts. I don't like the American one too much, but it might be because all the red is like putting me off a lot. But it's actually it looks pretty good actually. That mech face with the pilot in it. It's not too bad, is it? Anyways, the game was pretty widespread and it was commonly found around. So much so that it got released in Brazil as well. Brazil shares the American box art. Got released in Brazil and in South Korea, where I got a really janky scan. Of course, South Korea using the neighboring Japanese box art. So yeah, different box arts, but it's the Japanese one that'll give us more to talk about. Brazil, we see, uses the American one, and South Korea uses the good one. Now, Arrow Flash is packed in a 4 megabits cartridge. That is the second smallest format and a commonly used one. It's pretty early as well. That number refers to the ROM size, of course, and it equals to half a megabyte. That's 512 kilo. How do you say that in English? It's funny because in Italian it's kappa. The K is kappa bytes. It's kilobytes for you? Yes, it's kilobytes. Anyway, this early shmup does seem like it could be vaguely inspired to Gundam, Macross, or just Japanese sci-fi anime in general. It's most prominently characterized though by the ability to switch forms between a spaceship and a mech. It also has mad, exciting music, as you'll be able to experience yourself. Exactly, Ragadan. Exactly. So, it's time for us to move on to the manual shock. I like to call it like that, so let's see, let me resize that and let's move on to this. There you go. Perfect. So this is the Japanese manual. I have translated but the beginning of the story. So let's enjoy the artwork, of course. Well, that's the same one on the box art. Is the music fine? Is it too low, too high? I want it to be pretty low, but OBS is not giving me a lot of feedback on that as usual. See, that's some pixel art from the game intro there. Usual Japanese quality, Sega quality manuals. Shh! What? You're on the tree. Stop yelling. So that's the story, but it's got like an intro here. It goes like, it was just a turn of events. However, the destiny works in its own way, and so we had to push a girl to battle. Good job. Good job. See, it says 1990, a very old game. Alright, this story in the Japanese manual, also check out this artwork because it's pretty good. So let's see this one first. They're probably supposed to be on the same page, and they are. This is supposed to be the right page. Oh, I just noticed you can see a signature of the author on the bottom right. It's Takashi Akaishikawa, I think. Let me check. It is Takashi Akaishizawa. That is the author of this, which will close the lore shock by talking about him. So this is a full spread artwork, and you got her on the right, and she's looking at this giant robot in the background. Actually, got it covered by all the lore, but you can tell it's a pretty high detail mech there. Seems to be pretty fucking badass to me. I mean, that's pretty slick. All right, back to the normal size. Let me check on chat. We're good. We're good. Alright, so here's some lore for you. Gotta get to the serious lore now for 1 second, then we're gonna get to the bullshit ones. It's gonna be funny. Yeah, so this goes a little bit like Space Pirate Great Gullimus. The name of the Raiders' boss roared across the universe. In the middle of the 30th century, they raided and pillaged various planets to their limits, operating a giant pirate ship, capable of getting in and out of hyperspace. But no one could expect they would target Earth next. So that is just the beginning of the story from the original manual, which again is just 2 pages of story, but it goes pretty into it. But the American manual also has a translation, so let's get to that. Let's quickly stroll through the manual. There's not gonna be any more artworks. This is the manual. The screenshots, some item icons. Those are always nice. Oh yeah, there's a stage recap. So yeah, stage 1. Is it telling me about the enemies? I guess. Axe. This guy's called Axe, the Gradius ship. Stage 2. Yeah, it's got all screenshots for all the enemies. I mean, even when there's no original artwork, look at all the ink used to do like screenshots of the game and stuff like that. That's pretty good. So how it goes up to stage 4, but I think I recall reading it's got 5 stages. Kind of a spoiler there for us, kind of a spoiler. And of course, how to treat your cartridge. Don't do pucky on it with your foot. This was before Sonic the Hedgehog. So, you still had those random dudes saying no, and the sun causing a belly ache, stomach ache to the girl. Oh yeah, this is cool. That's the Sega game Toshokan. That's the modem basically for the Mega Drive. Oh, it shows it. The advertisements. This is in America. This was called SegaNet. I forgot. I forget, but basically that's it. It's some Dynamite Duke advertisement. And the back of the manual also has very nice artwork. It's the same that it's in the back of the box. So you can kind of put those together. You just kind of see the claw of the enemy on the left there. And you see the rest on the back. Wonder if that's the final boss or something. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, let's move on to the good stuff here. We checked the Japanese manual, but the American one is actually where all of the fun is at. Because this is a translation of the story, as you can clearly see, which is dubiously competent. But in the way it's written in English, it's even worse than it is translated. Believe me, believe me. What's up, Eiko? We'll see We'll see, maybe for you, maybe for you. I don't have a lot of time to stream, but maybe I have a couple hours for playing it. We'll see about that. The lore is actually not that long. Oh yeah, yeah, boy, yeah. Don't wait for it. Let's read this beautiful story here, because it is pretty stupid. The way it's written, even. Just pay attention to how bad the syntax and the grammar are. I mean, I could have written much better than that. Wait, where the fuck is the story? Hint line, no. I skipped it. This story, alright. In the latter half of the 30th century, a frightening rumor reached the planet Earth. A group of Viking terrorists, led by a vicious tyrant known as the Grey Hilagi. I can get the made up names, but Viking terrorists is pretty hardcore. Grey Hilagi had been plundering and destroying planets throughout the galaxy. They moved in ominous warships capable of entering and traveling in nether space. Yet the people of planet Earth never suspected that of all the planets in the galaxy, Earth was to be Ilagi's next target. Can I zoom this better? Yeah, zoom, it's better. In fact, there had already been a small assault on the laboratory of the renowned scientist Dr. Zara Keen, who in a state near death sent an urgent message calling his granddaughter and only living heir, Zana Keen, to his side. Zana Keen, listen to me, he said, calling his nephew. Full name. I've caused a terrible tragedy. While experimenting with nether space transmission, I caused a huge magnetic field to be formed around our planet, and now it has attracted the attention of the barbaric Viking terrorists. Oh man, not only they're Viking and terrorists, they're also barbarians. The old man fell back against the floor. Zana reached for his hand. At that moment, Dr. Keen pressed a keycard into his granddaughter's palm, and with his last breath he whispered, Zana Keen, use this. Save Earth. Zana Keen, who had what the fuck is this name? Trained as a test pilot at the United Government Military Academy, knew what it was her grandfather had placed in her hands. Access to the space fighter Chameleon. The battle weapon ERX-75, a space fighter capable of combat in nether space. Capable of transforming itself into a robot. The strongest weapon ever developed by the United Earth Army. Codename Valdor. Chameleon was the only existing prototype. Its production plant has been sabotaged and destroyed. Zana Keen knew what she must do. Use this, save Earth. That, my friends, is the story of this game as they translated it in this very high quality American manual. Very, very high quality there. Bring back up chat. What's up, Morricane? Alright, so takes care of that. Alright, let's talk a little bit about the company that developed this game. It wasn't actually developed by Sega, it was by a contract company called ITL. Bring up the logo there. Exactly. Imaginative Technology Land is the full name of the development house that made Our Flesh, but it just goes by ITL. And this is a logo, I think this logo is from 2000 or 2003. I think they were so hidden and just obscure, because like a ghost developer that they probably didn't even have a logo, but I couldn't find one, so this is their actual one. Now, the company was founded in December 1986 by Masamitsu Yamada. If you have an old man's picture here. Let's move this over here. Now, this guy graduated from high school in the 50s and then started just to work in Tokyo as a car designer. After 3 years, he would leave to go work in the US, in Silicon Valley. He was shocked that they were developing hardware to design cars with. Well, in Japan, they were still doing everything with paper and pencil. And that was while visiting a friend of his that would provoke him to come and check out the tech out there. So after getting back home, he was now greatly aware of computers and eventually founded his own company. ITL is still very active and now works for the console market, Nintendo Switch mostly, mobile platforms, and does pachinko and patchy slot machines. Their website, which I have a link to on the lore document, but if you want to entertain yourself, here is a link for you guys. Let's see if Chatty will let me paste it. The website, their main customer list is very big and illustrious. Goes with stuff like Arc System Works, Atlas, Capcom, Konami, Koei Tecmo, Taito, Sega, and Nintendo, just to name the most known ones. So they mainly work as contract developers, which is what they used to do anyway, back in the day. So let's take a look at those more relevant times. Get rid of the old man. It's gone. It's done its time. So, in the late 80s, ITL ported a bunch of Taito games to consoles. Mostly that's what they did. Such as the PC Engine version of Jigoku Meguri, Bones Adventure. Or, for the Mega Drive, we have Volfid, also known as Ultimate Kicks, if I'm not mistaken. Kadash, Growl, also known as Ranark, as it's the original Japanese name. And Chase HQ2 or Super HQ, those different region names, I'm gonna list them. Now about the Kadash port, it is interesting to know that it didn't get a Japanese release. It was just like released in as like Asia, so like English packaging, and yeah, it didn't actually have a Japanese region release Kadash. But anyway, they even worked on the Bonanza Bros port on Mega Drive, which I was very surprised to realize, because I had no idea. I just thought Sega developed that, but no. But I did that one, and that out of all these boxers, Bonanza Bros is the only game we actually played in the Megamarathon or streamed in the first place. Also the only one I have, that and Volfid. I have Volfid and Bonanza Bros, and I have the other ones. Sorry, hiccups. Bonanza Bros port on Mega Drive is an extremely good version. And let's not forget the console unique references to other Mega Drive titles that are in Bonanza Bros museum stage, and you can see them in the background paintings, and that's fucking awesome. So, knowing all of that, let's take Bonanza Bros as an example and make a simple consideration. That's there's credits. There's credits for the Master System Bonanza Bros, credits for the PC Engine and Amiga versions of Bonanza Bros. The Mega Drive version doesn't have any credits. That's not a surprise once you think of ITL as a basically just one of those contract developers, kind of a ghost dev there. Nothing too unique, nothing too unique. That's why there's not too much to say here, but wait a sec there, because I do have some cool stuff. Okay, so Sega might actually have been ITL's big stepping stone, or in the arc of 2 years, ITL delivered Our Flash and Bonanza Bros, but also worked for Taito by releasing Volfig, Growl on the Mega Drive, and other stuff as you see on the screen. They would work as a contract developers for Taito on console systems throughout most of the 90s from there. Would hardly ever do their own thing, so to speak, in the console market until 2018 with the advent of the Switch. Nowadays, they're releasing games left and right. Well, not just left and right, but left and right. You have Handy Mahjong, Japanese Mahjong outside of Japan. Handy Mahjong and Mentori Puzzle. These are two games that just released right now for the Switch. So you see they're still pretty active there. But let's look at more old stuff in detail. Let's look at the old original game by ITL that are not ports. These are all ports, guys, that we're looking at on the screen. So let's get rid of those. We'll get about slightly more interesting stuff. Let me get rid of the logo as well. Original games by ITL. Original games by ITL. There's not a lot to say there, but there's this one that looks pretty awesome. Buso Keiji's Cybercross of the PC Engine. Let's check that out. I've seen this game before. It looks pretty cool. It looks like probably play like shit too. Buso Keiji's Cybercross on the PC Engine is published by Face. It does have something in common with Our Flash. Come on, the main character, although you can't see in that screenshot, has blue hair and can transform, so he can wear his cyber suit, which is why you can't see him having blue hair in the first place. Another blue-haired character and a mix, an interesting mix, in between a title port. See, they're still working for title left and right, left and right. Another blue-haired character in a mix between a title port and ITL's own thing, or Sonic Blastman and its sequel, Sonic Blastman 2. This game is something. This game is something. Look at the cabinet. Both of their ports on the Super Nintendo, what they did, now the arcade punching cabinet is just a punching minigame. I mean, you just punch it. You just fucking wear those gloves. Notice how the cab has gloves that you can wear. And you just fucking punch it. But the Super Nintendo games are actually beat 'em ups. They still try to retain the minigames, you mean the punching sequences from the arcade cab as minigames into the console Super Famicom or Super Nintendo games, with gamepad fitting controls, like the cursor will move on the moon, and you have to tap it while it's on the moon to punch the moon and destroy the moon, stuff like that. Now let's get more shots of those. I mean, look at that stuff, look at that guy, so ready to punch. I don't know which video game invented this genre in Japanese arcades, but they sure made more like it. They sure made more like it, unless they still make sequels, because I know that I've played myself a game like this just in Tokyo. You had to fucking punch a truck that would come towards you, or bandits. And what's cool is you get to choose, if not your character, you get to choose the events. I don't know about choosing character, but yeah, you can choose your character in these arcade games. yeah, forgot to point that out. Look at that, a machine dedicated to peace. It rivals Sonic Blastman. So yeah, you are punching for peace there, Bo. Good spotting, good spotting. Alright, here are the Super Famicom box arts of 1 and 2. As we said, this is actually a beat 'em up, so it's interesting how they got to port this or title, but make it into a beat 'em up, which doesn't look like it's too good, but it looks like it's got a little charisma into it. I didn't play it. I bet someone in chat played it. All right, so this is the most important thing I want to talk about. If anybody can find the solution to this mystery, after I'm gonna say what I'm about to say, that'd be great. I didn't dip into it. You have to dip into the whole library of the Mega Drive to find out this mysterious secret. If anybody could, that'd be fucking awesome. So, about those good old times in ITL, although we do present some games where it is known that development work was involved, many other are uncredited, and all you can find is a mention on their website saying the platform and the genre, like the video game platform of their work as developers and the video game genre, but not saying the name of the video game. You can confirm that yourself if you're gonna check that out. You have to find the right tab now. It's like /work or something, but basically what's going on, where am I getting with that? Among those, you can scroll way down. It's got like a section that says games prior to 2003, and all of those don't have a box art or name. They just list the platform, so like PC Engine, smartphone, feature phone rather, and the Mega Drive, Game Gear, but they don't say the actual game. I don't know why, but they don't say it. So, among those are over 30 feature phone games ranging from mahjong to RPGs, but also quiz, puzzle, and shooting games. Arcade video games, metal games. Again, more than meets the eyes with consoles is they list 6 Mega Drive games. 6 Mega Drive games, including an adventure game. Alright, 6 Mega Drive games. Okay, this is one, right? That's one. And we got where do I have them? We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I can't count. Wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they do list 6, and these are 6. So we just solved the mystery, guys. That was fucking awesome. We solved the mystery. That's actually 6. I swear, because they list 1 as an adventure game, and I'm like, what? What's the adventure game? I guess Kadash, they're listing an adventure game. But no, because even the GDRI website, like the Game Development Research Institute, only lists 5 Mega Drive games. So, like, let me go back there and confirm that I'm not stupid. I mean, we all know I'm stupid, but is that what happened? Let's see. If you go to the website, let me capture this. Let me capture this shit. There you go. Okay. Okay. So that's the website. Make it much smaller, so you can browse together. Be the streamer. Be the stream. Alright. Alright, website. Alright. So this is their website, ITL. Now, if you go to this. Alright, so these are all the games. There's a bunch of stuff. If you go way down, there's a lot of games that are like title unpublished. And all the old games are all like that. Oh yeah, there's like an indie game for Xbox. Card game for arcade. They don't fucking say the title, man. So misleading. Alright, so. Okay, here we go. Before 2003. PlayStation, Wonders 1 Color. Neo Geo, Game Boy Color. Bunch of stuff on Game Boy Color. Sega Saturn, Super Famicom, Game Gear. Game Gear. Mega Drive. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So I'm just dumb. Which is the one that they don't list? Okay, this is the ITL page for GDRI. Let's see. Mega Drive. Arrow Flash, Bonanza Bros, Growl, Super HQ, Volfit. Okay, I don't list Kadash. Okay. Alright, well let's move on from that shit. Who cares? Alright. Let's move on to the good stuff. You're all here for the anime. You're all for the animes, so let us move on to what is the author of this box art. Bring up chat back. Yeah, that link has nothing, Ragadoon. I don't think that link has anything in the first place. Anyway, yep, Takashi Kashizawa is the character designer and author of the box art and the extra artwork within the game manual. What's up, Soul Fam? Other video game cover arts he has worked on include the Game Gear releases Psycho World and Phantasy Star Adventure. Bring those up. There you go. This up. Not the best scan, but It is pretty good. It's not as cool as the MSX version of Psycho World. I like that box art much more, but this is more anime girl. Even some slugs in the background. Yeah, the Game Gear 1 is a pretty good version too, but the MSX was FM sound. I'm pretty sure they're totally different games anyway. Alright, and this one. This is the box art for the Game Gear Fantasy Star Adventure. There's a much better scan there. Our Flash is a shmup. Yes, Disha. Hello there. Thomas the... What? Is there Thomas the Tank Engine game? There isn't. You're lying. I know what you're talking about there, but... Okay, look at this. The houses there in the background. They're Oh, look at that signature. Is that 1992? Yeah, those houses are very cool and inspired by the box art of Phantasy Star 2. For sure. It came out 3 years later than this mobile, so to speak, handheld Phantasy Star RPG. Alright, moving on. It's also done this two box arts. Queen's Road on PlayStation 1 and Vilgus, Kori Densetsu Vilgus that Shoujo. Supposed to appreciate the art with a total view of it. Huh. Good point. There you go. Hey, you could Google it, right? I'm here to provide the special content. Man, you don't get to appreciate the details of this though, man. Just don't get to. Obsession with Phantasy Star lore and orbs. Alright, here's some more Vilgust artworks. Alright, that's it for the video games. I got more on video games. I got more on anime though. I got more on anime for sure. That business, he was involved with character and prop design all over the place, and some titles include Fariza, whatever the fuck that is. This is an art book. I got a lot of pictures from an eBay auction. And I look a lot of eye candy there. There's Classroom Crisis, Blast of Tempest. That is a good title. Examed Lost Memories, and also the Fate Grand Order anime special. His skill set seems to consist mainly of prominent female figures and detailed mechanical designs. Personally perceive a Rumiko Takahashi kind of influence from some of her female face shots. Look at that one, including the Arrow Flash one mostly. Perhaps his most known work though is in, let me bring it up specifically, this one. This is Starship Girl Yamamoto Yoko or something? Like Soreyuke Uchisenkan Yamamoto Yoko. It's the anime inspired to the Takashi Shoji novels. His work there consists of character and mecha design. It's got like an anime series and if I'm not mistaken. Alright, I got some pictures for you guys. Enjoy. Check on that. Hey, is that anime? There's other anime. But that right shot reminds me a lot of a Dragon Ball cover art. It's one of the early volumes. One of the early volumes has Bulma, and that kind of shot. It just reminds me of that. Oh man, I didn't actually know there was a Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends video game on Mega Drive. It's a Malibu game. 1993, holy shit, that looks very good. That looks very fucking good. My god. I had no idea that game existed. Hey Hoffman. Alright, here's another anime for you. I should have just set a slideshow for like manually entered each of them. Mermaid anime. This one's a little blurry. And more anime. Yeah, see, just the face shape. You know, just the face is. This face on the left also looks a lot like something you would see out of I don't know, Ranma or say Yatsura or Mason Ikoku. Never played FGO though. Right, more shots. Actually, male animes on the bottom right. Look away, male animes. Yeah, this is the Fairies illustration book. This is this book. It's actually on sale on eBay somewhere. Another shot. I like that one on the left. She's like uncovering a spaceship with vines on it or something. Here's more animes. And you're never gonna guess what's next. You guessed it. More anime. This is this one here is very much his style. Just girls with a plain looking face, but fucking spacesuits that are provocative and just max big planets and shit like that. Boy, there's more. The animes never end. No, I got them from Google. There's a Japanese seller selling this book on eBay, and he took so many pictures. Yeah, you can buy on eBay. Hey, Duke. Seymour, what's up? Yeah, you clicked on this, you knew that was gonna happen. Animes were going to happen. And it actually comes with a poster as well. Here's the poster. Alright, let's quickly look at some more stuff from him. Is this Get the Lady? And what that refers to. Is it you that you get the lady, or is the lady that gets stuff? Get the lady. Get the lady. And some peppermints covers. This one on the left is actually both of these artworks we've seen in that Fairies illustration book. Yeah, Papaminto comic is I don't know what this is. It's gotta be like something like Jump, Shonen Jump, some weekly magazine, volume 10, volume 13, 15. It's a 15. And there's even a full color manga about Project Echo. Betsujin, I'm sorry. You'll have to check the VOD. Hey, Meteor Shield. Hello, the 3-2. The book. The book is that one. Fairies is the title of like the anime is. That is pretty much it. And let's go back to the manga. Finally, it's not anime, guys. That's one. Yeah, I guess we owe this a zoom of sorts, right? We owe this to increase its size. Let's do it like this. So that's the first panel. Alright, so what's going on there? Alright, what the hell is that? And that's like a kid's face. Yeah, I'm not gonna read into that. Now time. But Project Echo 2, yeah, it says that much. Let's just look at the art. Ha 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 ha. So how's it going, Echo? It says B, but I think Biko is the blonde one, right? I only barely watched all of this. I think blonde one was Biko, but I guess Biko is the purple girl. Fucking echo memes. They gave him a male counterpart. Oh, Seek, okay, there you go. Biko's the purple one. I actually remember the purple Mac now. Elegance. Alright. Check out the animes. She makes it pretty clear that she's Biko. Also, Dirty Mind. There you go, anime lovers. There you go. There you go. Alright. Alright. So. Oh. Alright, so I would have liked, that concludes the anime shock as well, by the way. I would have liked to have a proper section for the composer, like the sound shock. But there just isn't enough relevant information. This is just another one of those mysteries about video game stuff. Hanauri Musume is the composer. Hanauri Musume, but that's just Japanese for flower vending girl. Hanauri Musume. So that's an alias, of course. Anyway, the game uses the SMPS Z80 sound engine programmed by Tokuhiko Bo Uwabo, our friend Bo. I should get a picture of him, man. I get a picture of him. I can't believe it. The stream will not continue until I get a picture of Bo. Where's Bo? Bo? Oh, I got bow. I got bows, actually. Multiple bows. Ooh. And single bow. Look at that. Look at that. Let's zoom that to oblivion. See if we can make a meme out of it. But how much can you zoom bow? Oh, yeah, look at that. It's pretty good. Can I make him bump to the music? The music stopped. Alright. Let's delete bow. The sound engine programmed by Bo, the Z80, the old one, and derived from his Master System days, the sample music playback system. That's supposedly what the community says the name stands for. Sound engine that Bo made in the late 80s, and that was reworked and maintained. Reworked and maintained throughout the years, and that it branched out into different SMPS sound engines. Then Z-Mans with 23 months in a row. What the fuck? Go away. Stop harassing me.